All right, let's talk about how to start a revenue stack. We've talked about how we've done it or how we wouldn't do it, or both. But what's step one? How do we get somebody started?
I was listing these out. I was like writing some notes here for the show, and I mean the first one is, step one, start a small business. I mean, we've been telling you how to do this for 386 episodes. You can go back and basically find a primer on every single topic related to that. And it's taking that step to get your business going, whether it's like Dave mentioned earlier, working for one customer and using them as a foundation to grow your company. But getting started, that is just the first and foremost, the most important thing. If you already have your business up and running, we should talk about adding products or services to your existing business. And we've done that a couple of times. We did a whole episode on adding subscription services to your business.
Yep.
Things that you may not have thought about that you could sell as a subscription. And we'll put a link to that in the show notes. And we did another episode on adding recurring income, just, a little different than subscription business, but just that recurring income that you can count on. So, your existing small business, I guarantee, has areas that you could push out and increase and start different and various revenue streams coming in.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Looking at what you have and where can you tap into that perhaps from a different angle, right? Is that
That's right.
a good way to look at it? Yeah. Okay.
A good example is if you're a contractor, let's say of some sort, or HVAC or something, and you're going to businesses or even, or residential places. If they've let you in their building or in their home, they've already given you some level of trust and credibility. And what I've seen around here, there's a company that in the beginning, they were just doing like HVAC stuff. It's called Philco. I'm sure the guy who owns his name is Phil. And so
it's good guess.
Yeah. As their business developed, I just saw them adding more services, and they're for commercial buildings, and I've used them in the past. And they would add, we're inside your building. What other maintenance things can we do for you? And, repair services. They added like carpet cleaning services. They added, all these different things until they're massive. I mean, their company was much bigger than mine. And when they first started, I know they were, just a couple of guys, but leaning into that trust and credibility when you're inside someone's facility, it's just a great opportunity to add new services to your mix.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a great example for a lot of reasons. One of them is it's different than what we were talking about earlier, whereas this is not necessarily starting a brand new business, but diversifying the income streams of an existing business. And I like this idea, right? Because both are fully valid. There's nothing wrong with either one, but I'm glad you brought this example up because it's good to highlight the fact that, yes, you don't have to just leave one business alone and go start something completely different. You can do this. You can employ this revenue stack concept in an existing business just by beginning to diversify and experimenting with other things. I love this idea of, you're already in your clients' lives, or in the case of HVAC, literally in their homes. What else can you offer? When we had our consulting business, we talked about running our own ISP, right? Our internet service provider.
Oh, yeah.
And we found that was going to be far too much of an investment for us, but that would have been a natural extension of our business, right? Where you're trusting us with this. Of course you would trust us. You're already asking us for what is our favorite ISP because you're going to go sign up for them. This was back in the dial-up days, and I'm really glad we didn't get into the dial-up game. But it would be very easy for us to recommend ourselves because theoretically we would build a business that we would trust and want to recommend. And so, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it works. On the flip side, it is, hey, let's start a brand new business, but using the resources that you already have or your knowledge. And I, as an example, like our Deals on the Web business that we ran for about a decade, Dave, and, you had the technology and advertising background. I'm a deal guy. I was already doing lots of things and finding, this kind of content for myself. And I was in that, ecosphere at the time, and just bringing those two things together. And we created a successful company that, it generated significant revenue, and we both learned a tremendous amount.
Yep.
And it wasn't that we had to go learn something else. It was that we just had to package what we already knew in a different way.